Since Steve Jobs passed away, Apple has been making many decisions that go against the things he believed in. Today, Apple did more things that go against what he believed in. Let's talk about this. Hey guys, it's Jeremy from the Financial Education Channel. Thank you so much for watching this video today. So today we're going to talk about Apple once again. I know we talked about them yesterday, but I want to talk about them once more because they had product releases that came out today. And it reminded me so much of how Apple is going against a lot of what Steve Jobs believed in. So first I want to take you back to some decisions Apple has been making the last couple of years that were against what Steve Jobs believed in. So number one, I want to talk about they buy their own shares back. And they buy their shares back on debt. So basically, they're issuing debt that they believe they'll be able to pay back in the future because they have a massive amount of money on their balance sheet. And with that money that they get in debt, they pay it, or they don't pay it, they buy their own shares back on the open market. That is something Steve Jobs never believed in. He never believed in taking out debt if you didn't need to, and then he never believed in buying your own shares back of the company on the open market. That's something Apple's doing. Another thing is paying out dividends. Apple pays out dividends every single quarter to their shareholders, and that is something Steve Jobs never did. He never believed in using money that's on the balance sheet to just give out to the shareholders instead of trying to invest in more R&D to make more money to come in, or just keeping that money on the balance sheet for a rainy day. Another thing is acquisitions. Steve Jobs did not believe in acquisitions, especially not big acquisitions. And you look at the Beats acquisition, that was a $3 billion acquisition. And what has Beats done since Apple acquired them? Well, they came out with the Power Beats 2, and other than that, we haven't seen much innovation out of them yet. Maybe there's something coming down the line. We'll just have to see what happens there. So let's talk about these product releases today. There's three main things that caught my eye in the whole keynote today that they did. And all three were basically against what Steve Jobs probably would have done. So first one, iPhone SE. That is a phone that is made to basically chase down mid-market share and low market share because it's a $399 price point. So what they're trying to get is customers that don't have the money to pay out for, the regular size phone, which is $699 it starts at. They'll maybe buy this phone. That's something Steve Jobs never believed in. He never believed in going to try to chase customers down at those price points. He always believed in innovation, having the best products, even if it meant the most expensive products, and screw trying to chase down customers that are way down the line. Okay, so that's one thing. Apple Watch, they didn't even come out with a new Apple Watch. The first Apple Watch was released, well, at least the keynote, and they showed it off and everything. That was over a year and a half ago. Over a year and a half ago was when they showed off the first Apple Watch, and they still haven't come out with a new model. And today, instead of coming out with a new model, all they did was just say, oh, we're going to drop the price $50 on it. That is like, oh my gosh, that's so against what Steve Jobs would ever do. Steve Jobs was all about innovation, not just trying to cut prices on products just so they could get more sales from maybe people who say, oh, I wouldn't pay $349, but maybe I'll pay $299. So that's another decision. Okay, so iPad Pro came out today, but it wasn't even like a new upgraded iPad Pro. All it was basically an iPad Pro in 9.7-inch form factor. So iPad Air 2 came out over a year and a half ago, and all this new one is a product that has the same chips inside that the iPad Pro has, which came out back in the fall release. So there's nothing innovative in that either. So it's basically just, oh, let's change up the form factors, let's have different sizes, let's cut prices to try to get more customers instead of let's set the new bar, let's come out with the next thing. No, let's just, change sizes and change prices, and maybe that will work. So Apple's making a lot of decisions that are against what Steve Jobs believed in. Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong. Only time will tell. We will see what happens as time goes along. So far, Tim Cook's done a pretty good job as CEO. Will it continue? I don't know. We'll just have to see. I thank you so much for watching, guys. Financial Education Channel. Please subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.